Hello, Speed Gaming 2. We're here today with Week 5 League action linked to Master Randomizer. This is a Champions Ganon Hunt week. We have Ake here representing Team Don't Forget to Track Us versus Jay Misher representing Tile Roomies. I'm Shinmaru on the comms, and with me today is Wolflink 370. How are you doing today, Wolflink?
I'm doing very good, and good afternoon, everyone. So, Champions Ganon Hunt. This is featuring the Randomizer's newest goal variant. This is going to be the Ganon Hunt variant. So, this is a Triforce Hunt, in which we'll have only 2 pieces to pick up, but 3 total in the pool. But after we collect those 2 triangles, we have to go to defeat Ganon, and it's going to be fast Ganon today. The 3 Triforce pieces are shuffled into the left chest of Pyramid Fairy, the pedestal, and then somewhere in the GT basement. And so we have 2 specific goals, 3 potential paths. It is 5 crystals to enter GT. We all have an assured sword, starting boots, and it's going to be Big Key Shovel, but the GT Big Key is not in play. So it's going to be a real test of their routing here, I'd say.
Mm-hmm. And even with just like starting boots and sword, there's like a lot of paths you can take just like at the start of the game. I've seen Front of Escape be a very popular starting option. You can go traditional Sank start CAC. You can run all the way to Saha if you want. Maybe you get lucky with bombs. Try your luck to South Shore. So there's a lot of potential for variance in this mode, even from the very start.
That's right, and even with this, we have potentially just needing only 5 crystal dungeons here. We just need to get the 3 crystals and then the 5/6, the 2/5/6, or the 3 pendants.
Yeah.
One of those combinations is ideal, but it could be anything.
Yeah. Yep. There's a cape right here in Link's house, and Jamie's starting to sink.
Yeah, definitely looking like it's going to be one of the starts. You can see the triangles at the top left, right corner of our screen, folks. Now, this is the... Wow, nice grab. Book of Adora starting off here for Jamie Misher, meanwhile. But yes, the runners are currently... The league is really tight this season here at this stage of the tournament, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yes. I believe... let me look at the...
I have the records right now.
So yeah, Tile Roomies at 5. Yeah, 5 and 3. It's kind of tied in that kind of 3rd, 4th spot in their division with your mom's favorite rando team. And don't forget to track us right behind them with 4-4. Still very much in the thick of it.
Yeah, right now, as far as I can tell, let me just refresh this real quick. Yeah, there is currently no matches played for the Kakarot division here, so currently the top spot is sitting at the top with 21 points, and then it's a 3-way tie between Tile Roomies, Fedron Jeffers, and your mom's favorite rando team. Look, don't forget to track us this in the 5th spot. There's a lot of variance here. No one has clinched a playoff yet across all divisions. And this is just and we're just starting week 5. It's actually kind of crazy that we have such a tight field that we don't have any playoff clinches this late into the league's group stages.
Yep. Meanwhile, Jamie going to Lost picking up both the Thieves Town Big Key and the Moon Pearl. Getting some pretty solid items right from the start. Wow. I think here found the map in the first chest. Oh, and a glove. Okay, that's some good value there.
Jamie Misher using those booster great effect and then that guaranteed bomb spawn.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe Jamie Misher found the small key in Sanks. I don't think so. That's kind of an interesting glove there because it is locked. It is technically locked by the Hyrule Castle small key.
Well, it's only the big keys that are shuffled, so we don't have to worry about small key logic.
Yes, but if the key is in Dark Cross, for example, it could be locked by the lamp or fire pod, or if the key is in back of escape, that could be your logical mitts.
Well, we have the glove there, so the key logic doesn't really have a point here. I believe we just saw glove in the blind's hideout.
Oh, yeah.
I admit I wasn't paying too much attention to Jamie's speed. Fire Rod, though, that is definitely a nice
Fire Rod,
find.
yeah.
And that puts the Dark Cross in logic, so...
Yeah.
Combined with that with the... and the hookshot there.
Oh,
nice finds. So if there was actually a glove here in Kakariko, then the logic doesn't really matter. It does mean, though, that we have logical access to the Dark World now with the Titan's Bit from Moon Pearl.
There you go. Big key to Swamp Palace. Jamie shared if they big key you like to find before you ever have to go to Swamp Palace and not immediately after. Okay, so yeah, that is a glove lock glove in from Escape. Or Fire Rod lock glove, I guess you can. No, yeah, it's a glove lock glove. It's like, yeah, it's the only way you can access it.
Armor now for Jamie Sure.
Question in chat, what is this week's mode? This week's mode is Champions Ganon Hunt. So you see the 0 out of 2, the Triforce pieces on the top right corner of the screen. So there are 3 Triforce pieces out, and our runners need to get 2 of them. They are on pedestal in Pyramid Fairy, in the left chest of Pyramid Fairy, and somewhere in GT Basement. So the Triforce piece in GT Basement essentially replaces the Ganon's Tower Big Key.
That's right, and it's only 5 crystals to enter GT, and there's no GT Big Key to find.
Yep, and the Ganon Hunt part of the mode is in the original ladder mode, you would just have to turn in your Triforces to Saha's brother in front of Hyrule Castle, but in this version, you kill Ganon at the end like you would in a normal seed, and it is a fast Ganon, so you don't have to climb Ganon's tower. You just go to the pyramid and slay the pig.
Yes, and I will actually cut off here because we just saw a map check on IKEA's side. We have Eastern and Desert red crystals and a 3rd crystal in Hera, so all 3 of the label dungeons are crystals. Those are some quick dungeons to do. And that's already one of our goals met, in fact. Combine what we have. We can get the 5-6 crystal out of Desert, and all we need is a boat to get the one out of Eastern.
Well, this is also Big Key Shuffle, don't forget, so...
True. I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. Also need the Eastern Palace and Desert Big Keys, though. Definitely the early book would seem to point a little bit in that direction of Desert.
Yeah, I would not be surprised if Desert is part of the equation for the Seeds route in some way.
Okay, there was that glove that James found. So yeah, that is mitts for your early Darkhold access. I think with mitts Darkhold access, I still like to check out South Shore just to see if I could find anything nice there before Darkhold, just because the Dark World loop with mitts is just so long.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jay Meisher's didn't go to Hyrule Castle to get the mitts, so he's going to be finding them out. And we'll at least be able to do Paradise Cave, but we'll not be able to do further route in Super Bunny and Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, it's not too bad to get back to those spots, but I mean, you like to do it in one trip if you can.
There's the power now for Ike here. Big key to swamp there now for both runners. Unfortunately, it's a big key that we don't necessarily need, because that is one of the two big keys that doesn't lock any progress towards the boss. It only locks the big chest. The other one being, of course, the Skull Woods big key.
Yeah, that is one of those biggies. Also really annoying if it locks progression and you find it after you beat the dungeon. That's never happened in any seed before, though, right?
Yeah, it's happened a few times. And here we go, Paradox Cave, 20 rubies and a small shield. It'd be nice if they're trying to do fake clovers later. And a blue boomerang, heart piece, 10 arrows, our container, and a master sword here for Jamie Misher.
Definitely not to be complaining about a sword upgrade early, that's for sure.
Yeah, probably gonna do Spiral Cave and then probably save warp. Out the floating island while they're at it.
And just a full heart container on floating island, and okay.
Yeah, we have our Dark World map check. Pendants, Swamp, Thieves Town, and Green Pendant in Ice.
Yep. Everything else normal crystals, since we have both our 5/6s in the light world. Just Quake out of the chess game, just 50 rupees. And Spiral Cave for Jamie Misher.
Now, I think it's safe to say that our runners are not going to be doing Turtle Rock this seed. It's a pretty long dungeon.
Well, they won't be doing it if they can help it, but I mean, with this mode, you never ever know.
Yeah. Again, this is going to be really test of their routing efficiency. Right now, they're just doing the usual checks and trying to gather as much information as possible. I can see them doing Turtle Rock if it's their last dungeon to enter GT, but that's about it.
I mean, this mode likes to throw some curveballs. I had a seed where access to pretty much every single goal was gated on a 5/6 Turtle Rock, but all on Laser Bridge, and the Ice Rod wasn't GT. So this mode likes its jokes.
Yeah, I guess that's true. We could have the Ice Rod in GT, so that would mean that we couldn't get the Dungeon Crystal out of there as well. So that is possible. I think that is possible depending on the routing here of the siege. With only 5 crystals necessary, you could have progression of 2 of the crystals locked in GT.
Here is going to continue on the small key in the front of Thieves. No hammer, so if there's something in the big chest, he won't be able to get it. But if there's something, in the attic or on blind, like a progression item that could lead to the hammer, that would be in logic.
Man, this is a very low percent blind too. It's only 4 hearts to get through this dungeon. It's definitely going to be challenging for Ike here, but definitely has the means to do it. Has the cave. Want to look that by Jamie Sugar? Checking the kind of island. It's an ether medallion.
Yeah, also, she also found a mushroom in the mini Molder cave.
Restock in the Waterfall Ferry. And only 10 arrows on the ledge.
Yep, yes.
Okay, so where's Jamie you're going now?
Yeah, this kind of feels like he's going to lasso Kate, the front of escape, just in case it's an Agaseed, but we'll see what he does.
Yeah, he's got Massive Sword, Bird, and Cape, so probably suspecting that. At the same time, he is going to turn in the Mushroom, though. Lamp is in...
Oh, nice Lamp.
Yeah, Lamp's in Thieves Town, though, so he's not going to fight it, which means he'll know it's not an Agaseed. But probably my last location at Hyrule Castle all the same.
And no, just another 10 arrows on the Mushroom, and Jimmy scums the Shroom.
Alright, blind fight. So far, so good. Oh, being very careful here. Can you use the cape?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nice. Yeah, you know, very nice recovery.
Yeah, very good damage control there. And another sword.
Sword. Okay.
Big key to Tower Hera. Our first bottle, and a red boomerang, meanwhile, on Jay Mishra's side.
Yeah, looks like Mishra is going to take this into Eastern Palace. Like, usually you like to, you know, be able to complete a dungeon when you go into it, especially like this, but, I mean, this mode is such a wild card. Like, it often, in my experience, it often expects you to go into dungeons without being able to complete them, so could very well be something in here.
Meanwhile, Bumper Ledge scouted, and unfortunately it's just money, so we're not going to be getting that. Smoky Skull Woods. It's going to be useful to check the rest of the chest here. First time Skull Woods is 3 bombs, and we just got 10 arrows over on Jamisha's side. Oh, that looked weird.
Just the map for here in the pinball room.
Yeah, and I never saw the camera scroll like that before. That was new to me. Need to get this away. And not grabbed by the Wall Master. Well done. Alright, so the second item is either locked in the big chest, which is going to the big key 4, or it's on the moth side, which we do with the fire rod.
Oh.
I don't think
Unfortunate for
Jamie
Misha,
should
yeah.
find another-
No, yeah, he didn't really find anything of value in there. I think he found 2. Might have been 2 items. I don't remember if he found the compass or not along with that map. But 3 items. Okay, thank you. 4. And
Actually, it would be 4 now that I think about it. So yeah, he's found 3 out of 4, or
yeah.
because of the big key shuffle. You just forgot about that.
Yes.
Alright, so this is Jamie Fisher finally doing the Hyrule Castle area now. So he will be finding his Titan Fist here shortly.
Okay, question chat where the mitts of Jamie Fisher's mitts are in Boomerang Chest. Akira dove Hyrule Castle right from the start, got that glove very early, got his mitts in Kakariko. Basically went straight to Dark World after a cack.
Alright, time for the mall fight.
So, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, let's say a little bit of unfortunate moth positioning for Akira. No problems at all. Looks like moth was absorbing some of that damage and gets through the fight with no problems.
So the third item in Skull Woods is unfortunately locked behind the big key. But still, another crystal on the board. Right. TV finishing up the Hyrule Castle basement. And where's Ike here going now? Done with Phil Jackass and Skull Woods.
I imagine he's taking at least the Hype Cave. Remains to be seen if he decides to take the Smith along with him or not.
And JV remember I was doing Kingston, but I don't think Ike here did this check, did he?
No. Akira went straight to Dark World from after cleaning up all of CAC and doing race game, looking at race game and getting the blue mail from the library.
Oh, disgusting. So, I was counting the digs there in that dig game, and I think that was maximum digs for 3 bombs. That is a big time waste.
Yeah. Always what you love to see from dig game. Right.
Alright, Frog World Tour time for Ike here. And JV should now entering Dark World. Has a bit of catching up to do, but will be more well equipped for it.
Yeah, so slightly unfortunate that he's doing Skull Woods first, since he would have gotten Tempered Sword from D-Sound, but it's probably, I don't think it's going to be a problem for Jimmy Shu. He's a very solid, very accomplished runner, so I think just like Akira did, he'll be able to take down the moth pretty easily.
Thanks to your invitation, High Cave starts at 20 rupees. And Heart Container, big key to Turtle Rock, another big key to Skull Woods, and a singular rupee. Verdict to be determined on that one, I think. Bit of a replacement for that Skull Woods big key, though.
Yes.
Alright, so here's the King's Doom check. You know, something crossed my mind. Did Jay Meacher check the sick kid?
Yes, he did. It was just a red rupee.
Okay. I wasn't sure if he did that before he entered Dark World or not.
Yes. Sure, taking the death warp after grabbing that the compass and the weird chest.
And the blacksmiths only have bombs.
Yeah, I would imagine this is a mountain for right here. Yep.
That makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of items that you can get up here.
Yep. Yeah, and actually is in logic room with that lamp.
Yep, lamp, hookshot, talismans. He's gonna get a lot of stuff that Jamie didn't get. Still no access to Hera, though, although that might change now that we have access to Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny. If nothing else, we'll see what the medallion requirement is for Turtle Rock. I think.
Oh, unfortunate.
Oh, that is a theft to the moth there on Jamie's side. And yeah, Hatsabel does not have the magic. Double checking his map information. And goes back in. He knows this is the crystal, so he definitely wants to pick at least 3 crystals up. And then either focus on the 5-6, or focus on the other 2 crystals and then the pendants, which... Honestly, you want to focus on getting the 5-6, because the 5-6 just makes it so you only have to do 3 other dungeons, no matter if it's crystals or pendants. But it would have to be one or the other. Alright. Round 2 against the Moth.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a kinder start. Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Nicely done.
Much more cooperative. It's time to go uncooperative enemies. The mini Molderm's not really working with here.
Yeah, but gets it done. And there's temper for Ike here. So this will be Spiral into Dark will transition to Super Bunny. And if the hammer is found on this route, argument could be made that Ike here will also do Bumper Cave, but I don't... Or not Bumper Cave, Spike Cave, sorry. But I don't know if he's got enough magic and health combined to make it without a bottle. It would certainly be close.
With boots, I think it's boots and hookshot. I think it's probably doable. Yeah, I see some chatter and the chat about what the direction this might potentially take, and yeah, I'm kind of feeling like Pod. I'm kind of agreeing with the Vortex of Appeal in chat. That Pod's feeling a little suspicious right now. This is it's kind of feeling like a little like a logical Aga seed. Like he expects you to do Aga to get to East Dark World and check out.
It'll be the first time.
But we'll see. There could just be Hammer on Dark Death Mountain as well.
There also could be a very niche situation, even more niche than usual, in which the hammer is in that right chest of Pyramid Fairy. But Magic Powder and Bow, that's a good start.
Oh man, Bow, boy, the pod bells.
Yeah, the pod bells be ringing here. Pretty strong. They're not gonna fight Aghanim though, they'll just do a Kern jump.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Or-
Wake to enter Turtle Rock.
Could also possibly just tie it in with checking out that Skullwood's big chest and just do a Skullwood's water walk. Pretty easy to set up as well.
All right. 300 rupees. So we have Zora money. Easily now. Big key to Eastern Palace.
Eastern,
Huge
yeah.
find. Almost didn't grab the ledge.
Interesting.
20 rupees. Alright, so that's going to put Ike here going towards Eastern Palace, and that will be a full clear, and that is 1/2 of the 5-6 solution solved.
Yeah. Yeah, I like a Vortex Danger. Yeah, it's it's very unfortunate for Mishra. Mishra diving Eastern before getting his mitts, so did not have access to that boat or that big key before he went to Eastern Palace.
Yeah, bit of a time loss, but you never know in this game. You never know. I mean, you didn't knew last week because it was spoiler log, but that's a minor detail.
And this is how Mishra most, I mean, pretty much every item Mishra found here not really worth anything, but there could still be something in the big chest or on Armos Knights. Could be worthwhile.
Okay, so there's the first item there. So, all eyes are going to be on Ike here to see if he finds more loot here in Eastern Palace.
Yep, and Mishra following in Akira's footsteps, will be completing Thieves Town.
So while we have some bit of backtrack here, once again, folks, this is Champions Ganon Hunt. We have 5 Crystal GT, Big Key Shuffle happening. The GT Big Key is removed and it is Fast Ganon. We started with a Sword and Boots. And this is using a 2 out of 3 Ganon Hunt, which is our newest variant of the randomizer goals. We must collect our goal of Triforce pieces, in which case they are placed in the left chest of Pyramid Fairy, the pedestal, and somewhere in the GT basement. We don't know the specifics there. But once they get their goal, they go to the pyramid, and then they defeat Ganon. We actually have to defeat Ganon in this Triforce Hunt mode.
Alright, so Armos Knights have the final item.
So, an ideal scenario in terms of this seed, we do Eastern Palace, Desert Palace, and then either one of the 3 of the 5 remaining crystal dungeons, one of which is already done in Skull Woods, or the 3 pendants, one of which is already done in Thieves Town for Ike here, and soon to be Jay Mishra as well. So in a realistic scenario, we could just need to find the hammer and potentially our way to get logical access to Pod and the big key to Pod and the big key to Desert Palace, and then we are good to go. Alternatively, we can go through GT, but that requires to find the Ice Rod and Cadence Amari as well, as including the hammer. And Myra's completely out of play because we haven't found the flute yet. But any of those items could be in GT as well. So, we don't know what 2 dungeons, crystal dungeons, are not being allowed to be done here.
And a very nice blind fight from Jay Mishra using the blind script to a very good effect. Getting his
Now
tempered
getting
sword.
the temper sword out of the flames. And now to see what Eastern Palace and the Armos Knights have. Looking good. Quick kill, quick kill.
Yeah,
It's
just
only a red rupee, so a little bit of a bullet dodge for Jay Mishra, but that's still another dungeon done. And the powder can't be checked yet either. So, based on what we've seen, I think it's safe to say this is... There's like 4 different ways Aghanim can be required. I think we're doing the 3rd way, in which case we don't have logical access to East Dark World.
Yeah.
Now, we of course can skip it with the turn jump, which is a trick to set up a water walk in Dark World that will bypass Aghanim. But logically speaking, it's looking like it might have been required regardless. There's no big keys to worry about there, and the small keys are in the way, or not shuffled.
Yeah, there's still a few checks remaining. We saw a purple chest, we saw Zora, but those are very bad checks. No one wants to do those. I would feel like probably that, bypassing Aga to get to East Dark World seemed to be the best play at the moment, but still playing is available. Maybe Akira feels like could be something in desert with that early book.
Yeah, worst case scenario is we have to do the current jump for Pyramid Fairy, but at that point we could probably find our flippers or our hammer in pods, which would alleviate that issue. We just go directly there.
Oh yes, this is all South Shore. That's right, I forgot. All South Shore. Akira's not done yet. Your classic, classic 34-minute mini Moldarm Cave.
Yeah, still in a very strong position to get through all of this, though. It's a little hard to tell with the sprite work on Toe, but yes, he does have the red mail.
Does he?
I think it's his shoes that are the indicator. Or is it? I don't remember. I think he does have red mail. Oh, he skipped. No, never mind. Someone's saying he skipped it. I can't really tell.
I think his sprite stays the same because I didn't notice any particular change when he got blue mail before.
We'll see if he enters Swamp Palace if he's left it there. Although I doubt Swamp Palace is going to be done. So is that the undershirt? So like I can't quite tell. Alright, bow now for J-Misher.
Yep, and Akira following along with these water walk checks, J-Misher did with the main difference being that, well, looks like he's a check 9 under the bridge, which J-Misher skipped, and also Akira can afford Zora, which Misher could not when he did these checks.
Yeah, there is a way to reverse the fake flipper to get out of here, so...
Just hop off on the correct pixel.
Yeah, and if you have trouble setting on that pixel, I think if you touch the pillar and then just tap yourself downwards, you're more or less in the right position to do the jump. So there is a way to set it up to be somewhat consistent.
Is that Eastern Palace big key for Misher and Akira also getting the knowledge of Ether on the Kylie Island.
Yeah, which for all they know, they don't need yet because we haven't seen the flute.
I think Misha's going right back for each round. So it's a little surprising. I think even though it is a 5/6 crystal, it's still just one item.
Oh,
I guess the remaining option, I guess the remaining options are kind of a little icky.
Ooh, the Waterfall Fairy turn is a blue potion. Nice to know. But yeah, this is one of the 5/6 crystals, and ideally, you want to do the 5/6s because they also count towards the GT entry condition, while also giving one of the 2 Triforce chunks. So they're definitely going to be one of the higher value dungeons to target to do, because they can potentially fill 2 goal conditions.
And no, Zora is not the answer. So
Yeah,
I think
I can't think of anything else.
We really just have a purple chest, maybe a check or 2 in. We have 2 accessible, at least 2 accessible that we know of checks in desert. Maybe 2 more if the small key is available.
Oh, now that you mention it, I don't think we've found it in Desert Palace at all.
Nope. I don't think either runners has checked Agina either.
So this would be the last logical area to investigate before going to do the current jump to go to Pod. There's a big key on Desert or Ledge.
I do kind of agree with Vortex. I think maybe cleaning up Skullwood's big chest, grabbing the purple chest, and then doing that into Desert would have been a nice way to route this. Just clean up some potential like problem checks.
On the other, I can understand it, but at the same time, there's also the fact that he probably wants to do the mirror checks on the way to routing this.
Yeah,
so there's an argument to be made for both.
Yeah, that's very fair as well. Although obviously you can't count on finding like any item in this mode, frankly.
Right. Desert Torch.
And desert. Yep. So just going through the desert to get that big key, whatever it is.
Yeah, no access to the rest of the dungeon.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
So is a
funny big key or a not usable big key? Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be?
Okay, that's just rude, but funny. That doesn't balance big key. Did not get thrown too far away.
And that's So
that's 5-6 in play.
Yeah, that's pure and fair variable through Aga or with the shenanigans. So the shenanigans. I've never done it without flippers and mirror. I'm not sure how much tougher the shenanigans are without those items, or how possible it is. But
I don't think they're going to current jump with the super bomb.
Oh, you go.
Now, Ikir has not done Agina, but he also hasn't done the right side of the dungeon, which we know has a couple items, at the very least.
Yeah, and I think we know. I think we know the small key. I think has to be in the big chest.
Yeah, small key has to be in the big chest. So the route here is finish the boss off, open the big chest to get the small key, get the last 2 items, leave out the emergency exit, and then go to Agina.
There's 1 item left, so now I think we found 3 bombs in the map chest. Boss has 300 rupees, so.
And Shavmisher is heading into desert as well. After finishing up Eastern Palace. Oh, but he's gonna check Agina first here.
Yeah, this makes sense having not kind of scouted over there yet. Maybe he's like thinking maybe the big key's in here. Maybe not suspecting the funny joke that's waiting.
Nope, 20 rupees.
Yeah,
alright, so I hear is gonna go over to the right side of desert now, clearing up the whatever items are missing, and then jump down to go to Agina and get that 20 rupees. And then afterwards, it's looking like it's either going to be the current jump or the Agina commit, or the Aga commit. It's just the bug net.
Alright, and unfortunately Akira, I think, miscounted. I don't think this is just... Yep, there's just the map here.
Yeah,
it's another... Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Pod is currently not in lodging until we defeat Aghanim. We don't have the hammer or the flippers to get across the river.
Yeah, but it feels like that is definitely... It felt like for a while that's what the Seeds wanted you to do, is beat Aga to go to Pod.
Yeah, and I think our runners are realizing this now. The question is, now that they've defeated the 5-6 dungeons, do they do it now, or do they commit to the current jump and hope that it's over there? Because the hammer could just realistically be on Pyramid Fairy right.
I think he just. I mean, I would just be going to pod. Right? Oh, let's see where he's. Where's he keep going?
Mushroom turn in.
Oh, okay. He didn't do this. Okay.
Hmm?
Oh, nice hook shot.
Oh, right. He doesn't have flippers. He has to go the long way. And gonna save the mushroom as well.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, he already has the power powder, so there's no need for here to scum the mushroom like Mishra did earlier.
Yeah. Okay, so Ike here is probably looking to go do purple chest now.
Alright, and yeah, unfortunate. I think Mishra did this before. Oh, did he already? Okay. Oh, he's death warping. Yeah, he did this before beating the boss. So getting that pick, also picking up that map.
Yeah, I do believe that this will be the other 5-6 for Jay Mishra as well.
Yep.
He's definitely been to Eastern Palace to clean that up. I think so. It's a little bit hard to keep track of the runners here. They're doing such divergent routes.
Yeah, Mishra did. I'm pretty sure he did go back to Eastern. Yeah, he went back to Eastern Palace.
Oh no, this is not going to be purple chest. This is going to be straight up the current jump.
Yep.
So Ikir has had enough. He knows it's Aghanim. He does not care what's on the purple chest. He's going to go just skip the Aghanim requirement and hope there's something over here to put everything else in logic. Here we go. Little early. Alright, little late first time, little early the second. Little late. Little early. Needs to time this long explosion to get hit by it.
Yep. Yeah.
There
we go. There you go. I like doing the sword slash method just because it's nice to get a rhythm for when you have to jump into the water. Okay, he got it. So.
Flip Heel, our tracker for the night. Shout out to for keeping that out of the tape, by the way. Saying to his teammate Ike here that we need to hold a team meeting. And Captain Heartbeat. It's a splash leaf for Jay Mishra. Ooh, is this Ice Palace? No, head into back to Zora.
Zora.
Yeah,
out of logic, Ice Palace would have been pretty spicy, I think.
That would have been very bold. Would have been green pendant though. All right, pyramid check. Gold sword.
Funny sword. Yeah, Mishra getting the bad news about the scam from Zora.
Yeah, this one we know it's an Aghanim Seed, but our runners do not care, and I don't blame them. So I here will be looking to potentially circumvent the logic by getting the hammer or the flippers out of pod.
Yeah, I would say, I do agree with you. We don't know 100% for sure that we saw that purple chest floating around. That would be a pretty disgusting hammer.
Yeah. The other worst case scenario is it's mirror, and it's a logical Aghanim Seed to get the hammer out of the right pyramid fairy chest. We know the left is one of our three Triforce pieces for our goal.
It's like Misha is going for the mirrorless smith chain. Is this
Yeah, looks like smith chain here. Will he do the full chain though? Is the question. Probably not. But we'll see.
I think if you're committing to Smith at this point, having already done all these other purple checks, you're committing to purple chest as well.
Let's see if it bails him out. Meanwhile,
but yeah, I could be wrong.
alright, go into the living rooms.
Yeah, setting up that death warp. A little bit of a pain with that red mail.
Yeah, at least the spikes do a fixed amount of damage.
Yep.
Even before the hammer's right here and it was pointless. Okay. Oh yeah, it's gonna be purple chest for J. Misher.
Yep.
So one way or the other, we're gonna figure out what's going on with the seed. He's probably.
Yep.
Did he go to Swamp Woods? Oh, he doesn't the Big Key, I don't think. No, he's been to Hype Gate. Never mind.
Yeah. I think someone was saying in chat that Misha did check the Skullwood's big chest.
I wasn't paying attention, so I missed what it was, admittedly. Alright. Oh, it's half magic.
Oh, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Alright, moment of truth. Is it an Aghanim Seed? Yes, it is.
Oh boy. Well, one way or another, pod is our answer.
Forced East Dark World. Aghanim Seed. Could also be required for Pyramid Fairy, too. Our hammer could literally just be on the right chest.
Yeah, that is very true.
I hear hoping the dodge is Aghanim Seed. I think Amy's is following suit.
Yeah.
But they might not have a choice on the matter here if what we're reading on the seed is correct. Let's see what else Pod has. Like, this could just be having just the mirror, and then that's the only way we can get through is if the mirror checks don't have anything, then it has to be on the super bomb.
There you go. Nice current jump from Misha.
But to answer the question, chance, Castle Tower does not have an item. However, when you defeat the Wizard of Aghanim Tower, there's the hammer.
There we go. There's our funny hammer.
But yeah, when you defeat the Aghanim at Castle Tower, he warps you to the pyramid in Dark World. So that would be our logical way to get to this eastern side where J. Meester currently is. But now with that hammer, we are pretty much uncork this seed here. This is absolutely Tower Hera.
Yep.
Which... Ooh, wait a minute. I think we're 2 items from Go Mode now.
Yeah, well, I think we're still not quite in Go Mode yet, I don't think.
Yeah, this is definitely Tower Hera. Just like no question in my mind.
Yeah.
And that will be our 4th crystal for GT. So the question is, what will be the 5th? 5th is looking to be Turtle Rock, but we are missing a couple items for that dungeon.
Yeah, we could get Podbig. Podbig would put us in Go, I think. Mirror would put us in Go.
Not Mirror, I don't think. No.
And Flips, yeah, Flippers. And Mirror and Flippers would put us into Go. Because you could just beat Ice without the big key and just beat Swamp. So you have your pendants.
Okay, yeah, that way. Meyer with Kane Samari is also Go as well. If the medallion is known to us.
Although I think at this point you'd probably rather just, I don't know. It's a choice. Like Podbig versus Flippers and Hammer, I don't know. There's kind of a trek back to Pod, and then you have to clear out GT. It's a little annoying. So you have to beat more dungeons with Flippers and Mirror, but they're pretty quick to Go mode, and you just pull Ped instead of having to bother with GT.
Well, there's our Flips.
Well, there we go.
So that puts Ice Palace into Logic.
Yep.
So now with Tower Hera and Ice Palace, we now just need to get the Mirror to put Swamp Palace in Logic, or we can go for another crystal elsewhere, which, of the ones remaining, Pod is the most likely, but also Meyer is an option.
Yeah, well, yeah, unfortunately we don't have any clear, completable crystal dungeons left, because can't access Meyer, don't have the big key anyway. Don't have the Ice Rod or Samaria for TR. Don't have the big key for Pod.
I think the Buggy locked us up in the basement.
Appears that way, yes.
Alright, well that was the 4th crystal for the match. We need 5 for Denner GT, so we'll see where Iceberg goes next. We need the flute to show up for Meyer.
Honestly, if I were him, I'd be hoping I'd never see the flute. I'll be honest here, but...
Well, if he gets the flute, he just needs to do Misery Meyer. And then he's got his 5 crystals that he needs for the goal.
I mean, Mr. Meyer is pretty far off in terms of items you need to complete it. We still need a big key, still need Samaria. Might even need another medallion.
True. Maybe we should take him another death. There's also still some items in the Meyer region which might be locking the other dungeons that he needs to clear. So if nothing else, the flute gives him the means to check.
Oh yes, this is okay. Magic Bat.
Yeah, at this point, it could be very well just be 1 item from Go mode here for Ike here. And that would be a big key. Like, the actual worst case scenario is finding Cane of Samaria, I'd say. Well, Cane of Samaria might be good, and then the Ice Rod inside GT, or not GT, Turtle Rock. That could be another way to finish the seed as well. And we do have the big key to Turtle Rock. So, that that kind of Hail Mary might be fine. And then we go to GT, get the Triforce Piece out of there, do the Pyramid Fairy, get that one, and then we go fight Ganon immediately. That would be the ideal route. But then, of course, depends on whether or not we find the King of Samaria. For all we know, the King of Samaria could just be in GT. And we need to get one of the other dungeons cleared. In which case, the only one that is safe to clear of those Samarias in GT would be Pod. Because Ice Palace could logically be key-locked. If Colster has the small key.
Alright, meanwhile, nothing important in Hammer Pigs.
We know nothing's on that purple chest.
So I
think you cash in the first part of your goal.
Yeah, honestly, purple chest into... you do purple chest into... wow, that was interesting. You do purple chest into Pyramid Fairy, or you could do purple chest into Ice Palace if you want.
I say at least do Pyramid Fairy because you know there's at least... You get one of your Triforce pieces, but you know there's something else there, and that could be progression. We'll see where Ikir goes.
Let's see. Like, ideally, you want to put off, especially in this mode with Ganon Hut, you want to put off, if you can. You want to put off Pyramid Fairy until you're ready to fight Ganon, just because it's literally right there. Get your second goal met, and then go right to face Ganon, but it's not always possible, obviously.
Yeah, not always possible, and it may not be possible. We're going to see an Ice Palace dip here.
Yeah.
This will at least give him the crystals so that it'll be either Mirror or the Pod Big. Whichever comes first.
Yeah. Yeah, green pendant, so, beating the boss, at least right now. I mean, this could be another funny big key in its own dungeon, or adjacent to its own dungeon here. A lot of Ice Palaces in Logic. And there are potentially 4 items to be found here, depending on if anything's in the big chest.
Yeah, there could be something in here we need. And of course, once again, folks, we are playing our Champions Ganon Hunt mode, so we have the 3 Triforce pieces, which are pre-placed at pedestal, left side Pyramid Fairy, and GT basement. 5 crystal energy GT with the big key removed, and it's fast Ganon. Our goal in this race is to collect 2 of the Triforce pieces so that we may defeat the pig. And we start with Boots and Sword.
And no King of Samaria, so like here has to do the Ice Palace, but the old-fashioned Ice Palace bomb jump. You're a newer runner. This is, I feel like, one of the first tricks I think you learn, just because it saves so much time in Ice Palace. Not having to do the intended puzzle to complete the dungeon.
Alright, Hera done for now for Jamisha meanwhile. So 4 crystals now, of the 5 needed. 2 of which are the red crystals found in Eastern Desert. And Bull's a perfect strike here in the Penguin lineup room. Mirror puts Swamp Palace in play, and that's the go mode. Odd Big Key puts that in go mode. Ideally, we don't want to see Samaria, but that could also lead to a go mode scenario. And second row starting here for Ike here. That is honestly a good question. And what is if we have the Triforce? What is the Triforce behind Ganon? It has the third triangle. Just magically teleports there.
Yep, there we go.
And we should also point out, folks, that this is once again featuring our newest goal variant of the randomizer, which is Ganon Hunt. So this is a Triforce Hunt variant in which instead of just going to an NPC and just instant winning the seed, we actually do have to fight Ganon at the end of it. Oh no!
Well,
I think it's the one thing Ikir did not want to see was that Cane of Samaria. That puts Turtle Rock in play, and it's almost full clearable outside of the ice run, which could just be in there. But that would also... It's not ideal, but that would also be our last crystal we need for the sea clear.
oh boy.
Big key! The Dark Palace! That's it! That's game! That's go mode!
Yeah. Goodbye. You know what? I guess, you know, finding that Samaria there, you know what? Not a bad thing now that you just found Pod. Pod Big. Now all the GT's available for you, and there's no chance of missing the piece in there.
Yeah, actually, probably a good thing that he found it when he did. You're right. Because now he can be... If it was right side for that piece, then he's going to have it. Round the Super Bowman now. Interesting.
Yeah, this is a little...
I suppose it makes some sense. Because you
I
have
guess, yeah,
to go
you want to do it. Yeah, you want to do in the pod. I think, yeah.
Yeah, you're heading over this way
Yeah,
anyway.
but I can see it, but you're gonna. I mean, you're gonna go back over here this way anyway to beat Ganon. So I don't know. I don't know that you really. Say Jenner anyway, but
I'd say if you had declined GT. Oh, he don't. Oh, that's what it's doing. He's just gonna save warp when he gets done with this. He doesn't have the mirror, so. And he doesn't have the Aghanim clear, so he can't save warp directly on the pyramid. So, yep, there's the Triforce piece, and it's just the piece in here. Cool. Alright. Once again, folks, we knew that Triforce piece was there. They are in fixed positions, this randomizer. With the exception of the one in GT, it can literally be anywhere in the basement. There's no fixed position there.
Yeah, anywhere in the basement other than the big chest. Because the piece replaces the GT big key.
Yeah, there is no GT big in this mode.
So, yeah. Yep, so the big chest and the climb are inaccessible.
Makes me wonder what's replacing the other... What if the other two Triforces are replacing in the pool now you mentioned? Probably just arrows and bombs.
Probably.
Would not be surprised if our single rupees are all replaced though either. Actually, no, we could not seal dip pod now that you mention it. So I'm bringing that up.
Yeah, that would have been a pretty cursed thing to do, but like, yeah.
No, there is no way.
Well, they could have done out of logic ice dip. You did.
That is true.
Didn't need it. Yeah, didn't need hammer to get to freeze ores.
Yeah, logically speaking, though, we definitely did need it because
logically, it's required. Logic is required. If you break logic like a maniac, do insane things, a single dip pod 100% possible.
Yeah, because Tower Hera had our flippers, which were locked behind the hammer. So to get the pod big key at that point, we would need to get the hammer as well.
I think really what we learned today is that you just play this mode like the most unhinged person possible.
Probably. This is one of the ones that, if you're good at routing, you're probably gonna love this mode, but it probably won't feel good if we're all the same. Alright. Last crystal to fight, and then it's up to GT. Probably wondering, what about the medallion dungeons? As a reminder, folks, this is a 5 crystal goal to enter Ganon's tower with fast Ganon. So we don't even need to climb the tower, we just need to look for that last Triforce piece, which could just be in Hope Room. Alright, so that is the final crystal for Ganon's tower here. So we are going to be looking for the Triforce piece in GT. So, I'm going to play a little game. We don't get to play the big key guessing game because the big key doesn't exist. So, let's have a little bit of fun here and try to guess where the Triforce piece is instead. It has to be in the basement. And it has to be in a place where the GT big key would be otherwise. So, similar rules involved here. But guess where the last Triforce piece is that we're going to be getting. People are guessing pedestal. The pedestal's not an option. We've abandoned the pedestal. We're going for the one in GT.
Honestly, I feel like I've seen it either in. It's always either been Hope Room or Tower Room. Either extreme. Either. I mean, obviously it'll be another. But
I don't want it to be.
That's just my.
I'm gonna say
a small sample size bias.
I'm gonna say Stalfos Room. Like, I'll say specifically top left, which will probably be either chest 3 or chest 9, depending on which order they do. Alright, Halbazar King defeated now here for Jamie. You're also going to be on that run for the goal. And yeah, the animation for the crystals is a little different because we only have 5. It's nice and a little attention to detail that. Alright. Let's see where that last Triforce piece here in GT is. Starting off with the Hope Room. We just need to find it and bail.
Yep. Nice
shovel. Bulky. Going right even further.
Yeah, I'll say they don't have mirrors, so it's gonna how they choose to route GT be pretty interesting.
So that is actually a good question. If it's a beautiful 100% items, it's 100% items, so there's just a junk fill at the top of the GT, even though we removed the big key.
Yeah,
it is honestly really a good question, though.
Yeah, and typically a lot of the time you'll see like the items that aren't like the quote unquote the goal that the seed quote unquote wants you to do. Often kind of end up in GT.
And no mirror, so it's just gonna go straight to Artmos Knights. Alright, this is gonna see the count off severely. I think it's to reset the room. Yo, barely gets there before the tile bridge starts falling.
Yep, and yeah, no mirror, so like you're going full right with this play.
Yeah, this is something you don't see too terribly often.
Yeah. It's also pretty rare that you have to route GT up the mirror, at least in normalish modes and not like cross keys or something like that.
Yep, GT now being entered by Jamie. This could be the moment where he pulls ahead if he goes left instead of right. Moment of truth here for Jamie as we fight the Ice Armos. Jay Misher's going left.
Alright.
Silvers!
Oh, nice silvers, wow. Okay.
Alright. Ike here. 3 bombs. 20 rupees. The big key to Ice Palace!
That's pretty funny, Key.
So, Jay Misher has suddenly pulled ahead. If he doesn't go right side, he goes full left.
I think Akir still might still be a little bit ahead, just because he's already done Pyramid Fairy, while Misha still has to do that. And Akir's not really that far behind in terms of getting to the piece.
All right, so it's actually it's either random or tie room. It's either random room or tie room.
Yeah, if it's tile room, I think Misha is still probably behind unless he decides to do tile room, for which I think if you don't have mirror, I feel like you should probably do tile room before you go right side.
So Meyer and Ice are both out of play. There it is, random room, top left.
Yeah, he's already got kind of silver as half magic, no real reason to stick around.
Yeah, this is gonna be real close. It's probably about a 30-second difference between our 2 runners right now.
Yeah, this is very close. Like again, Misha still has to go by Big Bomb, so has to turn it in. Oh, Akira just runs straight to Ganon. Yeah, this is gonna be very close.
Yeah, but he also still has to do the mirror transitions as well.
Yeah, Akira has to be maybe be a little more careful with the silvers than Misha does, because he only got 5 silver arrows. Still more than enough to beat Ganon, but
yeah, I think it's gonna even up here.
oh, this is this is so close. Oh my God, this is a lot closer than it appeared it might be in the midpoint of the seed. Oh,
that map check. Okay, so it will be Ikir entering in first. But only by about maybe 10 seconds. This is gonna come down to execution here.
Yeah. I think with yeah, Cold Swords are into free 1-1. I think as long as he doesn't kind of get a little too, as long as he doesn't get a little too, doesn't rush those silver shots, I think he should be good.
Yeah, and also, something to note here is that, depending on placement here, we go. So they're gonna have the same patterns here for teleports and the like. Oh, JB, you're almost getting caught by that fire bat. Really close, really close. Free hit here. Misses the shot, but that's gonna be a triple there. It looks like.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Oh, not quite.
One more. There we go. Woof. There you go. Clutching out the last silver shot. Get your GGs in chat for it.
Yeah. And get your GGs in chat as well for Jay Misher, who finished the fight in pretty much the exact same way. Really close race right at the end there. Let me get those finish times for you. It is going to be 1:17:34 here for Ikir. What a race. And we got a little bit of the Messenger OST from Jay Misher as he finishes it with a 1:17:45. 11-second difference here. What a close race this was. Oh my goodness. And we are now joined by the winner of the race, Ike here. Jamie Sure will be joining us here momentarily. GG's to both of you. What a close finish this was.
Yeah, GG's, Jamie Sure.
Yeah, GG's.
So this was a forced Aghanim seed. Because we had no access to the east side of Dark World.
Yeah, figured that out. It's like I got purple chest left. Oh, but I get some logic. Let's just go current jump. I don't want to do purple chest.
Man, I really wish I had put 2 and 2 together on this one a lot earlier than I did. Yeah, that was. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of moments I could look back on and say, if I had just done this or I had just done that, like this is a different race. But man, what a I'm sure everybody watching really enjoyed it. So at least somebody got some enjoyment out of this seed.
Yes, the audience, I'm sure, was pleased. I was sweating.
Yeah, I can definitely imagine, especially because it was basically kind of close to a last location for both of you.
Yeah, I had at least 3 moments of I can't believe that item is there. Like I put off desert for so long because I was like, I'm literally just a BK away. Like I don't want to double dip that. It's so far away, and I don't have flute. Like I'm gonna leave that until I have the big key, and naturally, big key's over there on the ledge.
Yep.
Yeah, big key, Samaria, hammer, crazy locations today.
And mirror and flute just. I mean, who knows on mirror, and flute apparently in GT just awful.
Yeah, so this kind of broke the sort of tie going into week 5 here of the Kakari division here with a win here for you. Don't forget the track, because that has to feel pretty good going into this.
Yep, I like my first solo win. It's always a good feeling. I'm still recovering from how close I was. I didn't look at the race room until I was nearly done, until I finished Kill Gannon. I thought I was done by 10 minutes. And seeing Jamie Sure not finish yet was nuts. But
yeah, the answer
feels good to get the win.
Yeah, the answer to this seed was apparently just an early dip in the ice palace with the flippers. That would have potentially put you in.
If you do a maniac ice palace play.
Yeah, no hammer, no flippers. Hey, why would you do that?
Yeah.
No hammer, no flippers, no cane. Just easy win, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it would have been a difficult call for sure.
Use casual kern jump to go do pod. Yeah, there's definitely a route. You'd have to be a maniac to find it, but
yeah,
there's a route.
And we were both looking out for mirror because that would have been pedestal, and we wouldn't have had to do all the other crystals we did.
I was really tempted when I saw that. I knew what all my outs were as I was after I'd gotten that hammer, and I was really tempted. Like, do I go a little further in ice here? Like, do I tempt fate and try to find that mirror? But no, I was like, absolutely can't do that. Like, I'm just gonna have to make this second mountain trip.
Yeah.
Not worth risking it. I don't remember how many items we found in there, but I didn't think there were many left.
There might have been one left. I don't remember.
There's one item in the green pendant left in there, at least from because I left right as soon as I got that big key. But this seed was it's tempting. It was like, it's pedestal 5/6. It's gonna be so easy. Look, we're giving you both 5/6 crystals in the first 30 minutes. It's right there. You could do it. And no, of course not. Like, mirror never shows up. So
yeah, mirror never shows up. There's also the fact that hammer never shows, so there could be realistically an Agassi just to get the hammer pegs down.
Yeah, I bet you mirrors in TR, because I had the thought of I was like, I could if I don't find once I got that cane, I was like, if I don't find desert or pod big key here, I could go try to get ice rod or something else out of TR. And that would have been wild, but that's kind of, this mode is so weird. Like, this seat especially, there were multiple different ways. I was like, I can see like 3 different outs from this point. It's just whatever shows up first.
They count 3 also as pod, big key, ice rod, or mirror. Would have been all of them would have been go mode.
Yeah, and if the pod big key wasn't in Ice Palace, I would have. As far as I was concerned, I think the next logical play would have been Turtle Rock, and just hope the ice rod's there.
Yeah,
I didn't smart the first time up because I would have gone in. Although I didn't hammer at the time because but I was really thinking about Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I can't remember where that B key was, but it was pretty early. Oh, it was in Hype Cave with the
Eastern.
The
Skullwoods.
Yeah, the Skullwoods big key, which had the half magic blocking it.
This boat's wild. I like all the races this week. It's gonna be so interesting to see how they turn out because, man, you could see times anywhere from like 1 hour, sub 1 hour to like if you get really unlucky, something an hour and a half range. Like there's so much variance.
Yeah, I agree. There's nothing in Ice Palace. We had to go turn a rock. This could easily have been a 130 seed. And all of the beginnings, I've seen how people are at the beginning because there's so many different ways to do the beginning. Like I did Castle. People like doing Kakariko. I've had per suggestions go do Saha. There's just lots of things you can do. Yeah, get bombs, just go South Shore.
Yeah, with the boot start, for sure.
Yeah, this is just... Like I mentioned this earlier near the end of week 4, but this is a boat settings that really test your ability to route a seed and just keep multiple end game goals in mind. So it's definitely a challenge, and seems like it's chaotic, but at the same time, it's interesting if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it definitely feels like you need a little more lateral thinking here. Like you have to be much more aware of. With something like casual boots, you know pretty early what you're going to need, right? Like, you know what your crystals are, you know what you need to beat it. But with this, you got to have like 3 different end games in mind. If I find this, then this, or if I find this, then I do this. And you're always shooting for, best case scenario, I only have to do 5 dungeons, but man, it never feels like it pans out that way.
Yeah, while also having some of the items potentially being locked in GT, like we had the flute locking Meyer in GT, as we saw on the right side there.
Yeah, we had nothing else for Meyer, no big key, so it was too late for that. Turtle Rock could have been an interesting one, but we ended up not having to go on there either.
Yeah, Meyer might not as well have even existed in my head. It wasn't even a thought. At least by the time I got over to Pod and got that hammer.
Yeah, we're missing too much for it. Every other dungeon just needed 1 item.
So, I'm going to ask this real quick here. You're going to be rooting on your teammates here tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, I gotta go get like a lie down real quick, I guess. But yeah, that's fun. It's interesting the way this got scheduled for both of our races to be happening in the same night. So I'll be watching to see what happens. Hopefully, I got a lot of faith that Cap is a really good runner. So got faith he'll be able to pull this out for us. But man, what this one was a little bit tiring, not gonna lie.
I'll concur with that.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense here. This is definitely a big brain sort of rule set, but GG's to both of you putting on an excellent race and a close one at that. This could have definitely gone either way.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna say I'm gonna be really interested to watch it back because I have to imagine I was well behind at the beginning and like made up some ground there at the end.
I totally was not watching my arrow count, so imagine if I had 1 fewer arrow. Oops.
Yeah.
That would have been bad. I would have lost it.
Yeah, that would have been the deciding factor there. It's just the fact you only had 5 arrows going into that fight and you missed 1. You both went for the triple and you both missed it too.
So yeah, I don't know what happened with Gannon on my end. Like, he just decided he was not going to be vulnerable for that last arrow. I thought for sure I had that last triple, but
I think you guys are just maybe a half a second too soon on both the triple attempts, but it happens sometimes. It was a really tricky one to hit, especially about getting the torch glitch, not getting the torch glitch as early as you would have liked.
yeah. Also, got really scared when I menued over the pit. that was scary, but yeah. I mean, like I said, there's like 5 different things I could have done differently that would have changed this. So, at the end of the day, hard to be too mad at it. It was a really weird seed. So, at least we could put on a good race for everyone to watch.
Yeah, but definitely shout outs to the crew, Shinmara Wolflink for the commentary, Flipfield for the tracking, and Maddie Walker for the restream. Appreciate all everyone.
Yeah, second that. Thank you guys.
GG's to both of you folks. Make sure to follow our 2 runners here, putting on a very close and excellent race here tonight here. Definitely an exciting one to watch. Make sure to also follow Speeding 2 through 6 to miss any racing action, not just the Link Pass Randomizer League. Make sure to tune back in here at midnight for the second race between our 2 teams. Don't forget to track us in Tile Roomies. That will be featuring Plasma Kappa and PRD Wong. And of course, we have another match happening in about a half an hour time for our open division, because we have an entire open division as well. This was just the invitational side of things. And we have Tempered Tantrum versus Minda's Malevolence, and Tree Sap Thief versus Professor Pixie. That will be happening on the ALTTPR League, so make sure to follow that and its subsidiary channels as well. Oh, we don't know who's going to be voicing those races, but hopefully we'll get some voices for you, on them all the same. And of course, make sure to follow our tracker here, Flip Heel, who I believe is part of Ikir's team as well. Might have had something to say about that current jump, by the way. And of course, make sure to follow Shinmar, my co-commentator, and you can drop me a follow as well. But for all of us here at A Link to Pass Randomizer League, I have been Wolfling0370, and we shall see you all next time. And thank you for watching. Have a good night, everyone.